Let's go. Good morning, my friends. It's your old pal PeaceLoveMusic with another edition of the Good Morning Stack Show, brought to you by DeOrganized Media in partnership with our good friends over at BitcoinLive, Decentralized Broadcasting. It's Monday, the 3rd of February, and it's a red day. It was a red evening into the morning, and fortunately or unfortunately, as depending on your perspective, I was awoken just shortly before 1 a.m. and really haven't been back to sleep since then, paying attention to what's going on in the markets. And to let you all know, really, it's important not to overreact. Don't rush into things. And again, we say it every day. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. It's always risk. No risk, no reward. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I do want to make sure that my friends are protected and acting in their own best interests. And days like this, you kind of find out that there are people that maybe are a little bit overexposed to things more so than they should have comfortably gone to. So the best thing to do in that situation is to just kind of suck it up and be patient. It's usually not a good time to cut bait now. The markets are heading down or have headed down significantly. And I would just wait and see. Or, that's my philosophy. And to be honest with you, not financial advice, just telling you I did a little bit of bargain purchasing this in the wee hours of the morning today, looking at some deals and what I think will be deals long term, but it's also hard to have the dry powder. I've been sitting on my hands the last month or so, not buying some of the things as deeply in order to be able to take advantage of corrections like this. And this is how the market works. And if you weren't aware of that, now you are. So good morning, my friends. And again, this is a news show. We are not providing financial advice. Always do your own research. That means you have to do the research. There's research to do. Know what you're investing in if you do invest. And don't invest money you cannot afford to lose. If you need that money to pay your bills next month, that's not money you should be sticking into the machine. Be disciplined and be patient. Your opportunities will come. Just don't force them. That's how you miss your opportunities. The numbers this morning: Bitcoin's holding on to just over $95,000 at the time of broadcast. Stacks has dipped down. It's recovered to 94 cents. It was way down under 77 cents. Shout out to Hattie, who actually told me a couple of days he was looking for a correction that low, and I didn't believe it. But he was right. And we might touch back down there again. But as of right now, we're back to 94 cents. Holding on to the number 60 place by market cap on CoinMarketCap. The market has shifted into fear, coming in at 39 on the Fear and Greed Index. And the top three gainers on CoinMarketCap for the last week, there are some gainers, actually. Fartcoin, Dexy, and token are all in the green this morning. So if you took advantage of those opportunities, well, congratulations, you're doing okay. The Stacksy ecosystem has some great DeFi protocols. Hermetica has USDH. It's a dollar stablecoin backed by Bitcoin, and you can earn yield on it up to 25%. It's actually at 25% this morning, and they have 4.57 million total value locked. If you haven't, you got to check out Bitflow's automated buying feature. Set it, forget it, and go touch grass with your keeper contracts, handling your trades and balancing your portfolio. A new token IDO on Alex RuneMine, Mine token IDO launching on Alex February 3rd. That's today. Creating infrastructure for meme coins. Velar Perp Dex trading coming soon, from what I understand. Soon as in the next couple of weeks or so, few weeks, maybe a month. I don't know, but I'm hoping it's sooner than that even. And also, don't miss their guide to launching self-deployed liquidity pools on Velar. Zest is offering 7.29% yield on SBTC, and their highest yield today is 25.2% on AE Allbridge USDC. Today's rates of stacking DAO are 8.37% on liquid STSDX, or receive your yield on native BTC at 8.04%, and now 7.37% on yields in SBTC. Top 3 Stacks token performers for Velar for the past 24 hours. There are no gainers on Stacks at all right now. In the past 24 hours, everything's red. So there's still bargains to be had if you were waiting on buying into something on the Stacks ecosystem. There's some deals to be had that weren't there last week. When you stack your STX, you earn yield in Bitcoin at the worst. You can even earn more yield on some of these DeFi platforms, but the best deal going in crypto right now: secure the network, hold the asset, earn rewards in native Bitcoin on Stacks. With the market in the red, which cryptos are you buying today? Let us know in the comments. Actually, let me check on, want to say, what's up, Orange? What's up, BitcoinLives in this chat? What's going on, guys? Actually, I do want to let everyone know, we started the show around 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. We plan on running right through the 9:30 time slot, and then at 9:30 we're going to have an episode of Play to Earn, sponsored by Hermetica today. Players will have an opportunity to earn $10 worth of USDH by participating in the Find to Earn. That's the same format we've been using on Thursdays every week for the last few weeks with Zenatron. He will be here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, and we will run into that game. So be prepared. If you are looking to come play with us, it's at 9:30. You only got one shot today, so don't miss it. The calendar for the day. There's not a ton of things on the Stacks calendar for the day. We do have our normal show every day, 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. Going on the morning show. 10 a.m. you have Find to Earn with Zenatron. I believe Landy's Crypto Corner is at 1 p.m. Dave has his show at 2 p.m. I think it's Dave and Stacksy. And then something else later at 5 p.m. But I'm not sure, and I don't have them on the schedule here. We're working on getting that squared away so we can get that all to you on the daily. And hopefully we can have that sorted out within the next. Trump's tariff talk sent markets into a tailspin. Stocks are down. Crypto is hit hard. Bitcoin dropped to as low as 91.5K amid global trade war fears as Canada, Mexico, and China vow retaliation against Trump's tariffs. It's just posturing, folks. It's just posturing. Don't let them shake out. Coinbase secures a spot on the UK FCA register, allowing it to offer crypto services in the country. It's good for the Europeans, actually, or for the Brits, because, well, I kind of like Coinbase. I get why some people don't, but they're not the worst. They're not the worst on ramp, off ramp. $250 million worth of USDC has been minted at USDC Treasury. That's a lot. Every top 10 meme coin by market cap is down double digits in the past 24 hours. That's of the top 10 meme tokens. Utah could be the first U.S. state to establish a Bitcoin reserve due to a shorter legislative window, calendar, and political momentum, says Satoshi Action Fund CEO Dennis Porter. Trump-backed World Liberty Financial's portfolio is down over 21% for its $242 million crypto investment made between January 19th and the 31st, according to Spot on Chain. Among the biggest losses include Ethereum, Wrapped BTC, and Athena. The biggest losses are in Ethereum and Wrapped BTC because those were the significantly largest purchases they made, by the way. Thailand SEC is planning to launch a distributed ledger technology-based trading platform for securities firms to trade digital tokens. Most people won't care. Bitwise's Matt Hogan says U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs recorded nearly $5 billion in net inflows over January, tipping inflows to reach over $50 billion by year's end. Do you have a .btc name? You should. You can get one now over at bns.one. They've announced a number of platform enhancements for user interface, listing marketplace enhancements, and more. Head on over to bns.one to get your own .btc name. There's also .stx and other, .id, podcast is one of them on there. There's a bunch of cool BNS names, namespaces that you can get. But you definitely, who doesn't want to have a .btc name? Have you checked out Zero Authority bounties lately? There is currently a stacking DAO bounty where you can win up to 20 STX BTC. That is the SBTC earning liquid staking product they have over there. You head over to zeroauthority.xyz, go to bounties, follow the directions to participate for a total prize pool of 100 STX BTC. There's actually going to be, I think, 11. The prize pool will be divided up between 11 winners. First place gets 20, and then the other 80 is divided by another 10 users, according to the information that I saw over there. You can actually catch up with Zero Authority over there. By now, you have all heard about what's going on over at AIBTC.dev and their process for launching AI DAOs. All you have to do is post on X at prompt to DAO, telling it the details of the DAO you want to initiate, and it does it for you with AI agents running your AI DAO. And they create a token that goes right into the bonding curve over at fact.fun. So you can actually go and support some of the DAOs that have already been created by helping them get out of the bonding curve over on fact.fun. Somebody even created a DAO to support what we're doing here at DeOrganized Media that got out of the bonding curve late last week. So thank you again to whoever created that for us. Really excited to see how that might work to help support what we're doing in here, and then super excited that the community saw the value in it to actually help get us out of the bonding curve and get over there. Find to Earn coming to the morning show starting today. Now you can have a chance to play and win daily. We're going to do daily episodes. We've got one episode today and at least one for the next 2 weeks, every Monday at 9:30, every weekday, Monday through Friday at 9:30, starting today. So don't be late. You got about 45 minutes until the first episode starts. Looking forward to all of you participating. If you are looking to get started as a developer with Stacks, head over to www.stacks.co/build/get-started. You can just go to stacks.co and over to the top right, it'll say get started. From there, you can access developer tools, learn the basics on building an app, build a full app, and even find ways to get paid to build. It's really great stuff over there. And if you're interested in helping us test products being developed, or you're a developer looking for testers, we do have a tester community we've built. DM me at PeaceLoveMusic on X, and if you're interested, and we'll get you into that group, and we can help you get started testing, and or help if you need help with testers. We're definitely always looking to help out our community. And the Stack Sip and Innovation community call every Friday at 11 a.m. with Hero Gamer and the Stacks.org. Come learn about the latest developments on the Stacks chain and give us your input on what you would like to see built on Stacks. And to see right at the top there, start building. You click on that, it'll bring you right to all the builder tools. That is the news for the day. And now we are going to run into, I'm going to drop off, and Stacksy will be back with Stacksy's weekly recap in just a minute.
Hello guys, I woke up poor today, like many of us, so I am back at McDonald's, and I'm coping, same with you. But let's get a little bit distracted. So I'm still gonna bring you the Stacks weekly recap brought to you by Rue, but this time live from the drive-thru. Okay, let's start with the news. The first in a series of monthly campfire chats hosted by Stacks legends Roops and Jack Binswich was a huge success, with hundreds of community members tuning in to chat about all things going on in the Stacks ecosystem. The community at Stacks is one of the ecosystem's greatest differentiations. The biggest reason to build on Stacks is because it's the leading Bitcoin L2. But a close second is our amazing Stacks community. I totally second that. Speaking of the Stacks community, in a show of solidarity across protocols on Stacks, Stacks community members have adopted the Megapond Ape NFTs as profile photos on social media. Now all the X spaces are filled with Stacks apes, and it's super dope to witness. In step 2, we're pushing to adopt more BNS usage with the Return to .btc campaign. If you don't have an ape yet, you can head over to Bitflow's X account and find the posts. They're still giving away a few of the Wasteland apes NFTs, so just like drop your Stacks address, and you can also purchase them yourself on gamma.io. And if you want to rock a BTC name, like the most of us, head over to bns.one and mint a BTC name to show your support for Stacks. It will also become your wallet address. I think a lot of new people don't know that. It's not just a fancy name that you've minted and you now use on Twitter. It will be your wallet address. So instead of sending through these letters and numbers that are super long and complicated and you will never remember them, you can now just like, once you have a BNS name, you can just send it and you will receive whatever someone's trying to send you on by just using your name. And there's also a cool initiative by Velar, which is one of our like decentralized exchanges. They will reimburse you for your BNS purchase. So once you purchase the BNS name on bns.one, head over to Velar's X account, find the info, and get reimbursed. Bitflow's Keepers Automatic Trading. In another innovation on Bitflow.finance, users can now engage with automated trading and account rebalancing with Bitflow Keepers. This means users can set programmatic trade rules and let the AI manage their trades. Set it, forget it, and go touch grass. Also, they're launching an automated DCA, dollar cost averaging, soon. You can sign up to be one of the first to gain access. Head over to Bitflow's account to find more info. Hermetica's Bitcoin-backed dollar stablecoin USDH is now the largest volume dollar stablecoin on Stacks. With a $3 million liquidity deal recently, USDH stakers have seen some huge yield. On the USDH, with APY reaching as high as 40%, which usually is 25%, but last week hit 40%. And I second that. All my USDH is stacked at Hermetica, and honestly, I'm grateful for that because it doesn't let me do impulsive emotional trading, so my assets are safe while also earning crazy yield. Stacking Down has added a SBTC yield on Stacks with SD Stacks BTC. Users can now earn yield on SBTC and hold liquid staked Stacks BTC tokens to deploy in more platforms on Stacks, which gives you more room to play around. The AI-BTC.dev AI DAO mechanism is a game changer. You can tweet at prompt2DAO on X and describe the DAO you want to have created, and the DAO will be created complete with a team of AI agents to run the DAO. There's even been a permissionless DAO created to support DeOrganized media with enough support for the idea to make it one of the first AI DAO projects to get out of the bonding curve on fact.fun. It seems that there is a lot of support both for on-chain AI innovation and decentralized media projects like DeOrganized. Leo and Flat, two of our leading meme projects on Stacks, have joined forces for an epic Zeely campaign. In just one day, they've already seen 35 participants completing simple tasks to win amazing rewards like Wasteland Ape NFTs, BTC names, and 19K flat tokens. if you want to participate, head over to zili.io or find all the info on Leo's or Flat Earth's X accounts. For everyone new in the ecosystem, I think this is the best way for you to get a little bit acquainted with how things work on X and in the crypto space. So really, like, find your time, try out Zili campaigns. That's how we all started at some point, and that's how you learn and also earn some rewards in the meantime. And that was it for me today. And hopefully next time I'm gonna have the Stacksy recap, not from the drive-through. Please. Yeah, peace, I'm ready.
Well, thank you so much, Stacksy. That was a great recap. You know, it's always it's always tough when you have to go back to flipping the burgers, right? But you look good in red. At least you look good in red, right?
Oh my God, we're such a big group today. Love it.
Yeah, I think we even have more coming. I think Mike's gonna join us in a little bit, and then Zenatron's gonna join us in his natural form, his natural undead form. So we're playing some games.
We gotta remember that honestly, we're not here only for the games. We're here for the community, and this is exactly how we should distract ourselves, by building and doing things.
That's right. That's right.
Short run.
I think, and I don't know if you guys caught it, but one of the reasons why Reese looks like he's actually getting younger is because he bathes in the blood of virgins or something every morning.
No, because he shaved. Looks like a different human being. But it looks good.
It looks good. How are you guys all doing today?
Good.
Nick, and we have Nick with us for the first time in a long time. Nick's always cranking. For those that don't know, Nick is actually the founder or co-founder with his brother Jan, but really the main guy pulling the levers at BitcoinLive these days. And
I didn't know
yeah.
these things.
Yeah, so we're super happy with Stacks and all the amazing stuff that DeOrganized puts out. So Steve, thank you for that. For producing amazing content.
He's and DeOrganized the chance to do so.
Yep.
Right. That's true. Without BitcoinLive, none of this would have ever happened. Without all a year's worth of work, by the way, that Nick put in to have this.
I know what you're going through.
Yeah. You've for a long time told me that it was a lot of, and I have never disagreed with you, but it's a lot of work to make all of this stuff go.
Kudos to you, Peace, because I remember the days when it was your first one and you were figuring it all out and scared, and now you're the pro,
I can do this all day, every day, really, if I had to. Some days I do. Some days I do. But it also takes. So my vision early on was to get all of the other talented people on stage with us out of their shell and into this medium. I wanted Stacksy coming on and visual GPSC coming on, and talked about having his show, and it's only a matter of time before we have a GPSC show. Maybe it'll be a GPSC and Reese show. Maybe they'll both have their own shows, and the more content we can create to reach the audience and expand our community, the better off we all can be.
I think the vision. It probably helps a lot putting faces to people and sort of bringing the community to life. What you're doing is, I think, very smart.
Yeah, and when I rock up to like a Bitcoin conference, you know who to look for. So
that too, right, that too. Well, it also
at least in our ecosystem, no one's ragging each other, so it's always going to be a present meeting.
Well, for the most part, we've had a few bad actors. We're still trying to sort out.
Yeah, but we didn't show their faces.
That's
Do you
right.
see the coincidence?
Right. No, you're right.
Yeah, they don't show their faces. The ruggers.
Usually, we had a live interview with Alex from Meme Goat, and something happened there.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
So,
Yeah, but it happens
More
in every
often than
community.
not.
Years ago.
more often than not, you're not going to dox yourself if you're looking to do bad things. But that alone is not proof
Not a
that
guarantee.
it's not a guarantee. Plus, some of the tools that are out there right now, it's very easy to it's actually very easy to make a fake me that talks kind of like me and will look just like me if it's actually got any video at all, but it'll sound just like me.
No, please. I will always be able to crack you if it's the real you or not.
Most people that know me probably will, but I mean, we've all seen those videos on YouTube and Instagram where it's like a celebrity shilling some nonsense, and for a second you actually think it's real, and it takes a minute before you realize this isn't how they actually talk. It sounds like you can tell, but how long before
I think I will do a video or a live stream where I'm making an artwork where my face can be seen as well as the artwork, because if it's an AI recomposition, the artwork is not going to look like mine. You guys know what my art looks like. So I think that's a great validator. On top of, the average things like, the things I like and the things I talk about, how I sound, accent and etc.
That's a good point.
I wish Michael was here. I don't know if he's joining.
Yeah.
But part of it is he created, before he created a digital Peace Love, he created a digital Stu. And you could have conversations and it sounded like you were talking to Stu, but it wasn't really Stu. It was like an agent or an AI tool, They weren't super sophisticated, but it was enough to kind of sound like you were actually talking to Stu and or me. And it's still it's not super sophisticated, right? But the capacity to make very sophisticated things is coming rapidly.
Yeah, just like imagine 3 years ago and now imagine 3 years from now. I mean, it's unimaginable.
Why am I thinking about my portfolio when you say that?
3 years from now, your portfolio should be fine. Just don't mug yourself. Don't mug yourself in these situations on days like this. This isn't
I swear to God, like the only reason I'm using my app lately is just to log into stuff and to farm my rewards. That's it. I don't buy, I don't sell anything. I'm sitting tight. I'm just farming my rewards.
I'm not selling either, but if it's just like half of it just disappears overnight, it's not fun.
No, of course not. Just don't look. Don't open the wallet today.
That's what I do with the news. Like, I completely eliminated news out of my life, and my life has been great since. No negativity.
I want to shout out a few of our friends that are watching. What's up, Keys? What's up, Orange? They are our regular players in our turn game. Stacksy knows Orange. Gary Reiger's shouting out, "What's up? What's up?" He likes your outfit, also, Stacksy. He said,
"My wallet is open for donations if someone wants to help."
Mine too. Actually, you can tip all of your favorite show hosts.
McDonald's rewards are highly appreciated.
You can tip all of your favorite DeOrganized show hosts over at DeOrganized.media too, by the way, in both STX and SBTC. I'll take either, but I mean, I think we all prefer SBTC, right? Stacks, if you're listening, might be a good idea to kind of transition that model around.
Yeah, that's an interesting can of worms, eh?
It never really even occurred to me until this morning when they were talking about, I mean, the Stacks model is great because it ties you to Bitcoin. So if you just now we actually have Bitcoin on Stacks. We have programmable Bitcoin, a SIP10 Stacks protocol, SIP10 token. why not just replace stacks and the stacking mechanism with SBTC? You know, the proof of transfer mechanism could actually be done with BTC to earn SBTC, SBTC to earn BTC, and then everyone just trades in their stacks for BTC, SBTC, where it just gets swapped out. Anyway, just something that we were chatting about briefly at 2 a.m. my time.
I am actually so grateful for DeFi.
That's one of the
because
things.
I think I would have done a lot of mistakes if I would be able to take it out quick, and if it would be available all the time, especially during the Trump trades. I was looking for something to sell, and my stacks and my USDH were safe because you can't it takes a few extra steps, so it saves me from FOMOing in.
How much do you guys know about the Bitflow pools? Whether if you stake the LP, is it fixed?
Fixed what?
No. There's a lot of risk in liquidity pools, from what I understand. Yeah. Everything's very, very. So when you provide liquidity, you can get yield. You get fees on the liquidity pool, trading fees. But you also have a huge risk of impermanent loss. If you were providing liquidity in a pool with stacks and something else, and they both just dropped significantly, your value drops very significantly. And then, it really depends on how stable the tokens are, what you're providing liquidity for. There's a lot of risk involved in liquidity. My experience with the liquidity pools is I almost always lose money in them. That's just my experience.
But the question I was referring to is when you are staking the LP token for a liquidity that you're providing on Bitflow, it gives you the option to stake it for various time frames. And I haven't unstaked anything yet, so I was wondering whether those 1 cycle, 10 cycles, 50 cycles, if it's permanent, you can't take it back. But I'll just maybe ask Jake or something.
If the rate you're getting is permanent because you're locking it into a certain amount of time, I don't think so. I think you're just, because it's an automated. You're talking about it's an automated thing, right? So it'll actually pull it out after a certain amount of time versus just leaving it in there indefinitely.
Right.
But it's still subject to,
of course,
the yield adjustment, the yield on the LP earning, the LP staking, will be variable usually.
Yeah.
I can't
speak
authoritatively on that, but I would imagine it's the lock-in, the amount of time you're locking it in for, is really more of it's the automation feature versus just leaving it in there forever and then you forgot about you had it in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to look at it. I love what Bitflow's doing. I mean, all of the stuff, and then that's all that
they're innovating, eh?
Yeah, guys, if you want to help Bitflow right now, I think they're looking for the signups for the DCA, to see the interest in that feature. So they what they need are the signups. So if you're excited about DCAing, or also DCA, it's not only dollar cost average in, right? It's also dollar cost average out, and you can just set it into your favorite memes or whatever. And it's also runes as well, so it's not only September. So please head over to their account. They have a link there in the DCA posts, and just sign up with your wallet address. That's all you need.
Right. It's just do you need special access for that? It's just anyone on Bitflow now, right? It's just on Bitflow.finance.
Yeah, you just have to connect your wallet. So this is announcing the AMM with the runes. But if you scroll down, I think more. more. They're giving out apes, by the way, as well.
Oh,
So
the
if you don't have an ape yet, please send your address. Yeah, I think there's the link. Go up. More up. There was a video.
This one.
Oh no, that's the AMM. Yeah, and more down. Sorry. We will find it. We will find it. More down. Because they've announced it like a week ago, so it's gotta be a little bit. Here we go. We're going closer, closer. Almost. It's gonna be a video. Yeah, here we go. Set it and forget it. And there's the link.
Yeah, if you guys signed up, be sure to check your email addresses too.
There we go.
Yeah. I received an email from signing up on this.
Thanks for sharing the screen.
Prompting me to ordinals address that they want. So be sure to check.
Whitelist.
Can y'all hear me just fine?
That's for. Yeah, you're on a slight delay, I think.
Yeah, I was just saying that
what
I
else
signed
are we
up for
talking
that
about?
DCA bot on Bitcoin and received an email, and I was prompted to give my ordinals address. So if you did sign up Stacksy, make sure that you check your email because I got an email.
Okay. I need to check.
Is it
Cool. Yeah.
Oh no, go on.
Well, I know Nick and I were chatting a little bit earlier beforehand about, the tariffs, and that really seems to be at least the overt.
The word of the month.
Yeah. Well, so I've always there's a couple of different theories behind it, and really one of them is that I think actually does have some weight or merit, is that the tariffs are actually going to serve as a function potentially to replace the income tax system that we have now, or at least that's something that people are hoping for. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. It's such a huge number tariff out of nowhere that it really seems to me like it's not a sustainable as it's proposed kind of thing, and it's almost like an attempt to get people to the table to kind of negotiate terms that would become, if you're worried about a 25% tariff, well, a 10 or 15% tariff sounds a lot better all of a sudden, versus if you have no tariff and now you're going to 10 or 15%. So there's that. And there's also there's a lot going on where the U.S. spends a ton of money on defense, and a lot of that is leveraged to protect our neighbors. It's self-interested too, right? We want to be able to protect our neighbors because we want to have that capacity to extend our military reach that far. So it's a self-manifested expenditure, but it also is something that our neighbors get the benefit of without having to finance directly. So I think that's part of the negotiation.
I think Trudeau responded right yesterday. I didn't see it, but I think he put out some kind of message.
Responded about, he said some stuff, but I don't know if it was.
Everybody pays any attention to what he says.
Well, it was kind of like, oh yeah, his response was kind of like, yeah, well, we're going to respond to this.
Yeah, he has
Don't,
to say
you
something.
won't pay, it was kind of thing.
I think he pulled up his sleeves, so it looked kind of impressive.
Yeah, he does that from time to time. That's when you know he's really serious. I could see I could see status quo being maintained. I could see things changing very dramatically, or something in between. Here, and actually, we have. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. Somebody was
I see
ahead.
how it is. You saw my skin color and just dropped me from the live stream. What
I
the heck?
had no idea you were. I had no idea
Jeez,
you were
I was
a
in
darker
office for 2
complexion
minutes.
just now.
Dropping the H1Bs from. I just got dropped by the southern border. Jeez. Hey.
Hey, nice to you.
An honor.
H1B, H1NO.
So- Are we celebrating or what are we
No,
doing?
What is there to celebrate?
not.
I want to get one of those. I want to get one of those.
They didn't give that
One of these?
hat. Bought one.
I
Come
want
work
one.
with me. and
You
let me-
you should have like a Shopify store with those.
Oh, the
I
McDonald's.
can add them. I have a store. You don't know that? I have a merch
But
store.
do you
I
have
can add
the
it
hat?
in.
You have this? Like that hat?
I haven't put it in, but if you
You
want to
should.
buy it, add it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. No,
Yeah, I'll
that
send it to
wouldn't you
you.
buy it?
Yeah,
Like the
same here.
McDonald's hat? Come on. I would wear that every episode.
You can make a Bitcoin B out of the M.
Ah,
I
yes.
can do anything, guys. If you need merch, I already
I
have
like
a store
it.
Stacks merch. So
Gotta do it. And we can like buy it in like stacks, right?
no, because it's Shopify, so no,
What the?
not yet.
Is nobody done that integration?
It's really hard if you don't have a LLC set up. You know, like
Oh.
I don't want to do that. I mean,
All right, Reese, get on it. You know how to code, right?
Hmm?
No, Reese is gonna build it.
okay.
No, Stuart's gonna put it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It's funny because I have Trip and Monkey and Davek talking about how the primary they were asking each other what is the primary use of stacks, and Davek's position is the primary use of stacks is to generate yield on Bitcoin. You think he's right? At the end of the day, like the one thing,
The stacking stacks and earning Bitcoin yield.
generating yield from Bitcoin. Davek's position is that is the primary benefit of stacks, and so if we were to build products that allow people to generate yield without knowing how to go from ST, Ruffles, Bitcoin, Cilantro, STX, you know, into whatever, you know what I mean? That a lot of people would find it more interesting because it would abstract away all of that piping, so to speak.
Right. So just earn Bitcoin yield
That's
on doing
it.
stuff in stacks.
Or just build, for example, with Skullcoin, how might Skullcoin create their game in a way that leverages this natural ability of stacks to generate yield? Would you say that the primary use of stacks is to generate yield from Bitcoin? What do you think? That's Davek's thesis, and I'm just testing it with you guys.
I'd be curious to hear what Tripp's response to that is, but I think the primary reason for stacks to exist is to be a programmable layer on top of Bitcoin, which allows you to
Which
leverage.
goes back to SBTC.
Right. It goes back to SBTC, but it also allows you to leverage. It allows you to leverage Bitcoin in a programmable into DeFi and other programmable.
Okay, so if we're using programmable money to leverage Bitcoin into DeFi, that still means yield, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but it's
Right.
the how. It's the how
Right.
that's important.
So okay, so imagine if Stacks primarily allows individuals to generate yield on their Bitcoin. Is there any like violent disagreements against that? I'm just thinking about it again. Again, we've been talking about this for like a year, right? It's just Davik came up and he was like, yes, this is the Stacks is purpose built for generating yield. And so his thesis is that if the community comes together and brainstorms a way to create apps that leverage this innate ability, then that would really explode some of the use cases, especially ahead of this legislation changing with the capital gains. You know what I mean? Because the moment that capital gains decision happens, people are going to be like, okay, finally. Right? Am I crazy?
Well, I think you're going to see actually. I think that'll be a corrective. There'll be a correction around that first, because there's a bunch of people that will will lock in the profits that they've made.
So
without
that's the
paying.
other question I had. If the purpose of Stacks is to generate yield on Bitcoin, is it a taxable event to begin this process of generating yield if you have Bitcoin in a wallet? You know what I mean?
If you already had it.
If you already have Bitcoin in a wallet, and now my goal is to generate yield from that Bitcoin that's in this wallet, can I do that without having to realize the value from a tax perspective? That's my second
You're
question.
not actually trading the Bitcoin.
Yes, because if we trade the Bitcoin, then you're subject to the
event.
realization, the taxation.
Yeah.
Right? But is there a way to, because that's the major thing. If the purpose of Stacks is to generate yield on your Bitcoin, the only challenge is if you move the Bitcoin, then you generate a taxable event that maybe negates the yield that you could
Moving the Bitcoin from like one wallet to another wallet that you possess is not a taxable event.
It's not. You're saying.
My understand. I'm not a licensed tax advisor, but my
It's okay.
understanding is
We're going to treat you
if
as such for this
you're not
podcast.
just possessing the Bitcoin, you're like, it would be like putting your dollar, like if you took a $20 bill out of your wallet and put it in your drawer, that's not a taxable event.
Okay,
Yes.
so you're saying if I transfer assets between wallets that I own or between bank accounts that I own, that's not a taxable event because I'm just moving my own assets from one.
Right. There's not actually a transaction. You're just moving
Okay.
your own money around. Now, when you bridge that Bitcoin into SBTC, that's a gray area because is it still Bitcoin?
Well, the question I ask is, again, I feel like I'm having a surreal life event after like these 12, 14 episodes where like I had my licenses in finance in 2006, right? During the crash, I held my licenses and I gave them up around 2011. And so I feel like I'm experiencing like just like a rewind of my life. And so now I'm really thinking, okay, if I was sitting across the kitchen table from someone, right? And my advice has financial implications. Does that make sense? Right? Not a financial advisor, right? I would say there is a potential way to generate yield on your Bitcoin. And the first question they would ask is, well, am I going to experience a taxable event from this process of generating yield? Because if not, I'm in.
Well, if you're generating yield, the yield you generate is taxable income.
Yes, but hopefully it's well, I mean that's probably capital again, it's probably capital gains anyways, again.
Oh, it's not even actually capital gains, it's income.
What about the Hermetica staking?
Yield
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I don't understand anything about Hermetica, but I understand it's a license to print money. So this
staking yield is considered income.
I don't know. I've never paid taxes in my life, so I really don't understand.
I've been self-employed since 2010. I've paid a lot of taxes in my life.
I'm in Canada. You know what I mean? I got the worst of it.
Yeah. I always experienced that they put those taxes on to keep everybody in crypto and to, keep things from moving around too much. So my take has always been that they tax the hell out of you.
Oh, that's dark. So you're saying that the whole reason that tax realization works is because they want to restrict the flow of money because they know that capital is a wagon way through the air? That's fucked. Wow.
Yeah, that's my personal take. I have no proof.
The opinions of that guy do not necessarily represent those of DeOrganized Media.
Or BitcoinLive.
Get this guy in trouble before he incorporates. Hey, by the way, what's going on with your DAO? I heard we're all getting like 20%, all of us in this room. Did you hear that, Stacksy? Right?
No.
From the DeOrganized Media DAO that Peace Love controls? It passed the bonding curve.
I
Did you
thought,
tell
wait,
you?
wait, I thought
I
it
don't-
was not
No
called
doubt. There is
Yeah.
no doubt that I control.
We didn't tell you?
We're-
Oh,
we're
why didn't
talking
you tell
to
these guys,
each other.
Peace?
Guys,
You holding out.
25% of nothing, then
No, it passed the bonding curve. It's on like Bitflow now. This guy's Bitflow famous.
really?
Yeah, we
I'm
actually
telling
are
you.
Flow famous. We have. Well, all right, listen. So let me explain to Stacksy
Yeah.
what happened. You've heard of
And I'm
the
gonna pull this up right now so everyone knows what you've been up to.
The AI BTC Dev DAO creation, where you can just prompt on you post at prompt to DAO, and you tell it what you want it to create a DAO for, and it creates a DAO. Like, you're familiar with that,
Yes.
Stacksy?
Yes.
So, one of the people that run the AI BTC Dev account actually prompted a DAO to support DeOrganized media. It created a DAO, and
I'm gonna share my screen
that
while you're talking.
DAO,
Keep going.
Sure. That DAO actually ended up there we go. That DAO ended up making it out of the bonding
Okay,
curve.
the logo is ugly. That's all.
I don't control nothing to do with it short of having bought like 20 stacks in when it first launched. I participated like everybody else that had the opportunity to buy some after it made it into bonding curve. Looks like Benaya has bought a lot of it.
Okay,
but I
what's-
don't
like,
know.
What is it
I
doing?
don't
like,
know.
is something happening, or is it just gonna be
I don't know how it's going to work yet. I have no idea what it's actually going to do to support us, but it's really neat that there's this AI entity now that has a wallet and
Yeah, but does it only have
Has
the
a
organized name, or does it have to do anything with the organized?
its mission is to support us, which I don't know if you have. Is there a description on that page, Mike? A little further down on the
Okay,
right.
to
I think
support
it might
in
say
what
something.
way? Sorry, I'm very
DeOrganized media is
skeptical.
looking for DeOrganized media now to enhance media. What does it say? I can't see what it says below that. Scroll down a little bit, Mike. To enhance media distribution. So I don't know.
Wasn't that
I don't
AI
know what
generated
I
as
have.
well?
I like the logo. It's cool.
I don't know. The whole thing was AI generated, as far as I know. It was all just prompt. It was just a prompt. So I don't know what it's going to do. I really have no. I have no idea how it's supposed to work, or any of that. I don't know.
I'm very skeptical. I'm sorry. Can I?
You don't have an organized token. There's not.
I'm gonna
What's that?
I'm gonna shut up because I'm just gonna ruin it because I'm very skeptical of this whole.
But it's doing
Unless
something.
I see some fucking value coming out of these DAOs. Like, for me, for now, it's just like a new AI DAO pump fund thing. Where's the utility?
So
Like, what's happening? Like, are they doing anything useful?
How I could see it potentially evolving is maybe the agents on it will work to create value with which to reward content creators on the platform. That's something how I could imagine it might provide some value to our efforts.
Yeah, but
incentivize
But now I'm
creators to
confused
create.
because they are just stating that they want to help the organized and stuff, but they have literally zero contact with the organized. So how is that gonna look like? Is it
Well,
just a
it's-
text? It's just words.
It's the AI BTC guys. It's the AI BTC guys that prompted it. So it's part of this is just establishing how this might even actually work. It's still just an experiment in how AI DAO creation might function. And so that the DAO creates the AI creates a DAO. It creates agents that are tasked with managing the DAO to the DAO's to the stated purpose of the goal of the DAO. So from there, I don't know how it's going to work.
Then we talk.
Yeah, exactly. It's we don't know what it's going to do. We don't know. It's very innovative and very new, but we just don't know exactly what to expect there. And
I actually have a question for Michael, since you're in Canada. So since the tariffs happened, I saw a lot of posts that in the supermarkets they have flagged all the Canadian products with your flag. Have you
That's
seen
awesome.
something like that yet?
I haven't. I should go. I should be patriotic, buy Canadian, right? Could you imagine like the American, you know what? It might actually make Canadians healthier because I've heard what they allow into the food into the US. So it would be good to know what to avoid. If it has the kind of United States flag on it, it probably contains some fucking, you know what I mean? Like
Chemicals,
Wuhan
synthetic
special or
ingredients,
something.
yeah, like gross.
you don't have the ingredients lists in Canada on your packaging?
They do, but I mean, like, how do you know?
Not everyone
Right?
knows how to read them.
You guys can't read the words in Canada?
We can only read them in French.
Oh, that's only like a small part of Canada, actually, right?
Qu'est-ce qui se passe avec les ingrédients?
Nice.
Something like that. So, actually, we should have Zenatron on any minute. Did I not share him the link?
I told him to use a McDonald's location in Silicon Valley as the location. I hope he does that.
Let me make sure I gave him the link.
While he's getting the link, I just want to invite everybody as well as the audience tomorrow, Stacks Weekly with Good Kitty. Very
That's
important one, this one. We're talking governance and we're talking about decentralized governance and what that looks like and how it can be implemented to better things in Stacks. So I want to invite you all to come around and join us. It'll be at 12 p.m. ET. I don't know what that is around the world. Work it out. But it's going to be a very good one, and I'm very excited about this one. I'd really love to see the community leaders pitching up to that one.
So can I ask you a
And we
question?
have a really big one tonight happening behind the stacks.
That's right. That's right.
How
We'll
many
go
hours
into
from
that
now?
one.
Behind
How
the
many
stacks
hours?
is at 5 p.m. Or is that
2
p.m.?
p.m. 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you. So when you talk about governance, America is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Canada is peace, order, and good governance. What do you think Stacks's would be?
Yield.
Yield. Stack sats.
You
Stack
might
sats
be
and stacking
right.
stacks.
Yield, yield, yield. Huh.
Well, it's got Bitcoin finality, right? That's one of the functions. It's decentralized. It's open
Yeah,
source.
mega decentralized. Yeah.
And
And
open
it's the
source.
best community.
And it's the community because the community represents those ideals to the
So,
to
To
a large
recap,
degree.
yield, community, decentralization.
No, I think it was yield, yield, yield.
And
Yield,
something else.
yield.
Open source yield.
Top 5 rapper, dead or alive. Dylon.
By the way, if this is like a promo moment, I still want to remind you that I still have 15 NFTs. I'm actually quite surprised this time. I mean, of course, the market conditions are weird, and I'm not really promoting it much because I don't like promoting myself. But if you wanna see my art soon, it's still not revealed, so I'm waiting for the full mint out. There's 15 pieces left. It's in my bio. There's a link with the prices right now. I'm sure you can afford it. So yeah, so let's mint them out. I want to show you my art. I've been working on it for years. So
I wonder if I can pull it up. One sec.
Aw, thank you. Yeah, so don't.
Let me start sharing my.
Placeholder. The art is not revealed. It will only reveal after the mint out, and it's me on the NFTs. So it's not like AI generated stuff. It's like photographs of me as Stacksy in a sci-fi setting with some Stacks roots. No, it's in my bio. The Stacks Gamma. You see?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
STY.
Give us a walkthrough.
Come on, guys, it's only 15. I want you to see it. You can't see it. It's just a placeholder.
Oh, that's right. We still can't see it because not enough people have bought
Yeah, it
them.
has to mint out first. So there's 15 left. And someone actually placed a collection offer for 1,000 stacks, and literally just bought any one for 1,000 stacks. And I was like, are they kidding? Or 500 stacks? I don't remember. It was like $1,000. And I was like, was that a mistake or something? But no, like, it was crazy. You're looking through my wallet. Why am I feeling...
So I need to know, are you guys all going to stay and hang out for the Game Master has arrived in his natural form. He is backstage, so we are about ready to go. Are you guys going to all stay and play?
I'll stick around for a short while, but then I need to run.
Well, I'm hosting the space right after, so I'm gonna get this off and prepare for that. And see everyone who's playing at the space, which will start right after this live stream on Scalcoin.
That's right. Right after at 10 a.m. is the Find Turn Spaces with Stacksy and Zenatron. So if you don't win here, you have more opportunities to win on X. And we're just gonna change studios, and I'll have you guys all back.
See you next Monday. Hopefully not from McDonald's. Hopefully. Bye-bye.
Better time.
In his true form. How are you, sir? Zenatron Game Master today.
I'm fine.
Excellent, excellent. We actually have a great game today. Today's game, this round of Find to Earn is brought to you by Hermetica. If you're into Bitcoin and looking to earn some crazy yields, you have to check out Hermetica. They've got USDH, a Bitcoin-backed stablecoin that is not just stable, but earns up to 25% yield. Today's yield is actually 25%. You can head on over to hermetica.fi, stake your USDH, and start earning immediately. It's that easy. Go check it out now at hermetica.fi. We're really super excited. We actually have $10 of USDH available to the first person to find today's treasure. And I'm going to post the image in a minute. I have that here somewhere. So this is what you'll be looking for.
And you know, you start in McDonald's.
What's that, sir?
Yeah, I will drop the link. And the starting coordinates, it will be like you can follow the link also. And you start in McDonald's because today is the day.
We're starting in McDonald's today. I love it. I love it.
So I can drop the link right now.
Let me just get the timer up. Oh, how long do we want to do the game for?
It's up to you.
Well, you got 20 minutes until your show, so want to do
it will be not so hard. It's not so hard again.
It's not super hard.
If you want, we can make this game for our speakers.
For just the host? Well, I think we have people that want to play. I know Orange was tuning in, and Crypto Lady had commented in the chat, so I don't know who's here to play yet. Reese is ready.
Yeah, because you know we have 6 games after this one. But okay, you wanna let your audience play, yeah?
Yeah, I want to let the audience play. If they're, I mean, the audience should be able to participate. That makes it fun for everybody, I think.
Okay,
So
no
this
problem.
is a link to the starting coordinates.
Yeah. Let me
So-
show the link and coordinates. So this is the link, this is coordinates. You can go and find. But also, if one of you share the screen, will be cool because you show this starting point.
So, okay. So who wants to actually share their screen and play? GP, Reese? GP
Well-
seems to be the best player.
Yeah, I'm on there.
In
I
our
was gonna say, like, we have at least 5 people in the audience who are actually ready to play. So to the audience in the chat, can you just message saying I'm ready one after another? And when you all say I'm ready, we can
and
begin.
we'll drop the
recording.
link. Yeah, when we get a couple people in the audience
Yeah.
telling us they're ready, we'll drop the link and start the timer, and we'll give them a 10-minute timer.
I think they might need no longer than 4 minutes. They seem ready.
All right. I see Keys is here. I see Isaac's ready to go.
They're
All right.
ready.
Yeah, they're ready. They're ready. We're gonna drop I'm gonna drop the link in both the live chat on X and then the live chat that goes out to all the other streams. So everyone will have the link for the starting coordinates. And the timer has begun. So GP, when you're ready, just share your screen up with me. Oh, it's already up there. That's right. I forgot I got a couple of other producers on here with me, so I don't have to handle everything.
Is it nice?
It's not
It's
so
very-
deorganized anymore, huh?
Well, it is deorganized. This is how we do it.
I like it.
So, where is this starting location, actually? I'm going to double check and see. I'm not actually participating in the game because I want everyone else to win, actually. And, but I do think that it's a great opportunity for people to get some USDH, learn what that's about. And I'm super excited that Jacob over at Hermetica was interested in sponsoring some games and expanding the Find to Earn feature into the morning episode, the morning show. Super appreciative. I think what they're doing over there is really great stuff.
Yeah, we just finished talking about that. So Zenitron, I was talking to Davak and Trip on the space. They're still talking in the background. And Davak asked, what do you think the primary use of stacks is? And Davak's position is that the primary use of stacks is to generate yield on Bitcoin. How do you feel about that?
I don't know if Zenny, what do you think the primary use of stacks is? The stacks network. I wonder if he can't hear us.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm just posting this game on Skullcoin.
Mm.
One moment.
It's so funny. I can hear Stu's voice in the background. Boobity-boobity-boo.
Oh, you had I forget the guy's name. You had a show on you did a space Saturday morning, Mike, and by the time I joined, I think you had dozed off.
I probably.
You had left what's his name? One of the guys that's like comes on your shows a lot, but I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now. But he was just in there rambling. and he kept saying hi to me, and I couldn't.
What was it? Dan?
Yeah, it was Dan.
Dan looked up from the typewriter. Yeah. Dan sometimes goes on the stream of consciousness, and it can be like oddly entertaining.
It was, yeah. I was sitting there. So I was gonna actually just come on the mic and just play some accompanying guitar behind his rant.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get on.
I have the recording. I listened back to it. I'm like, I wonder what happened at the show. And it's just Dan talking to himself for like an hour and a half.
Like it was just you know how his voice is.
And
So
it's good.
What am I listening to?
Telling you. You got to send me some of those guitar tracks. I'll put together.
I was just playing, so I wasn't recording anything anyway.
You know, Dan told me that the only appropriate response to AI is hysteria.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Well,
We don't have the yet winner.
it could be acceptance.
Interesting.
We don't have a winner yet. We're
That's
down
challenging,
to.
yeah, but it's not
5
so
minutes.
hard. I believe like even GPSC can win these guys.
So maybe they're expecting it to be farther from.
No, it's not so far. What was the question? What the main use case for stacks?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe we have to understand that the main reason to use stacks it's about the security of Bitcoin. That's important one. Because like this network is very secure since it's like anchored to Bitcoin network.
So the main function of stacks, in your opinion, is to leverage the security of Bitcoin
Yeah, sure.
in the extension of a programmable layer on top of Bitcoin.
Yeah, security is very important actually because like if you hold like few thousand of bucks, it's one reason. But if you hold like million of dollars, you want to like very secure chain.
I'm surprised we don't have a winner yet. What's up, Digibyte party team?
GPSC is somewhere like I believe maybe near, maybe not. We'll see.
So there's 4 minutes left, and you know what, Zenny? I think the way to do this is like we've been doing with the other one. If nobody finds it by the end of the time, the $10 worth of USDH gets added on to the prize pool for tomorrow's show.
Yeah, sure. I believe in GPSC.
What's going on, audience? I know that the average reading
I'm
level
surprised
is...
Orange hasn't found it yet. He usually finds it super fast.
Look, I heard that the average reading level in America was, 6th grade, but that shouldn't affect your geography, is it, audience? What's going on with you guys? What's going on, chat? Come on.
They're even given the starting coordinates anyway, so they don't need to find a.
What happened? You should
Well,
be in... What's up,
Michael-
chat? You should be homeschooled. What's going on?
Michael, on the topic of geography, I love watching those videos where people argue that South Africa is not a real place. It is a direction.
I like
Those
it's a
people
vector.
exist.
An African vector, yeah.
Yeah. It's just South Africa. It's not a country.
South Africa is an African vector. Fantastic. A scalar
Yeah.
with a direction.
I can't believe you guys haven't found it yet. This is what I have for. Just so you guys know.
I believe like GPSC is somewhere close.
I think the only challenge is Zenitron designed this game for a Russian education level, and he's encountering Americans. And what's happening? You got to dumb it down for the Americans, Zenitron.
This is your starting location, by the way, friends. So it was right outside Stacksy's office where you start today's game. I wonder if GPSC is going to win. Who else is playing?
That's so funny.
Keys, Isaac. Come on, guys. Minute 40. Minute 40, GP.
I'm trying.
Senatron, Americans don't have access to the same education that you guys do. You have to understand. You have to help us out.
Shut up, Mike.
Hey, Vanna
Fine.
White's supposed to talk?
Hey, I'm working over here.
I'm working over here. Oh. Steve Pui, you know? I'm still working on my Italian, Steve.
Or in Italian, it would be Stefano.
I want to sell your condo. All right, we got
Got an answer.
Oh, is that we have somebody submitted. Is that the correct coordinates? Let's see. 386842.
Crypto Finder. You gotta shout out the chat. Did you know that you address the chat as chat? That's like a Gen Z thing, but that's the formal way to talk to the chat. You call them chat. You can go, hey chat,
Yeah.
and then ask them the questions.
I call them friends. What's up, Crypto Finder? My friend. Not my chat friend.
Chat.
Not my chat.
You
It's a
bloody
Chad.
man.
I have like a hierarchy. It's fam, then it's friends, and then it's anon. It's like, listen, anon, do you even see when I'm posting because the algorithm is killing me?
Come on, GPSC, turn around.
In Canada, we have a similar thing. I'm not your guy friend.
One
I'm not
more
your
step,
friend,
GPSC, but somebody already posted.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to. No. You have to go backward.
I'm not
Yeah,
your guy
this
friend.
Nissan thing on the left.
I'm not your friend, buddy.
Oh.
One more step.
friend,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Turn left.
We have
Yeah, bingo.
coordinates in the chat as well.
Yeah, I don't know if we have a winner.
Yeah, GPSC
Yeah.
found it.
I see it. It's right there.
Did he find it first though? Because we have.
No,
I'm
we
just
have
not sure.
the winner. It's Imertrov. I don't know who is him, but he should contact us.
Okay,
So
so,
that-
the winner is
almost-
there.
Imeritroff might be a new player.
Maybe he is played on Twitch.
But is that those coordinates are correct?
Yeah, he found the place.
All right.
I
So
wouldn't mind.
congratulations to Imeritroff. You need to actually message us. Actually, can you drop? How do we get in touch with him? I don't know how to. I don't know if I can message people on Twitch.
No, just tell him he should leave the comment on X under the post, and we'll contact him.
If you're on X, can you provide in the chat your X handle, and that might help.
Yeah, and or here's a link where you can comment under the stream.
We finally got the fries in the bag.
That one was like interesting because it had like all sorts of little alleyways and like you know
Yeah,
everything's like parallel and perpendicular, so you have to find in between the buildings and stuff like that.
Oh,
So
yeah, GPC. Thank you.
Wow, the bots found us.
Wow, you have the bots. Congrats. Peace love. Now we see the fight with bots on Twitch. It's achievements unlocked.
You know, with a name like GPSC, you think you would have got the answer quicker.
Yeah, no. I mean,
GPS?
I'm working
Because
with.
like GPS stands for geo thingy, whatever.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So
Right,
like, if you're a little
GPS?
dyslexic, right? Yeah, you can kind of
GPSC?
twist that. See what you did there.
Oh, is it GSPC?
Oh, look what you did there. It's a good
Giga
one,
Spaceship Pepe Club.
Mike.
Right? Geiger Pepe Spaceship Club, GPSC, with your eyes. It was meant to be.
Oh, I see what you did there again. Very
I
nice,
can't
Mike.
stop. Please help me. If you have suggestions, please. I cannot stop free associating and it's ruining my life.
Right,
Actually,
but
we have
I'm logging off, guys.
we have a chat on Twitch platform. Can this person like DM you what his nickname on X? Peace love.
Yeah, he can definitely DM me and or comment under the thread that I shared out for this space today, and get in touch with us that way. I'm actually just before I sign off, I want to see if maybe I can log in on my Twitch.
Well, yeah, you have to log in on your Twitch because we have to prove that identity. Since we have already the comment, some person leave the comment, he's a Emeritrof, but we have to make it proof. Don't trust, verify.
Right. So he can either. So this is a conundrum because we haven't had anyone win that wasn't able to, that hadn't communicated with us on X already previously.
Actually, that's very cool that we have a new people from Twitch, and it's important because like the Twitch is most like a live audience.
Yeah, and I honestly, it's new. It's relatively new, and I haven't used it all that often, so I just don't know how to. Let me see. I got notifications.
You will manage it.
So he can actually notify. He can message my Twitch account too on Twitch, can't he?
Yeah, sure. There is a chat on above, like UXCI. You can chat the people.
I thought they had an age limit on Twitch. I didn't know that.
Like 13 or 14.
No, but like, I wonder if like, I didn't know Peace could get on. I thought there was like if you're above a certain age, you can't be on Twitch.
Well, I lied about my age. I'm actually 10 years older than I claim to be. Isn't that what women do? That's like the normal thing. Hold on, let me see if I can get this guy on here.
You know what it was? Is I was looking for the Hermetica logo. That's what it was. Yeah, see, I found it.
That's
Is that
terrible.
because you're addicted to yield? Yield on Bitcoin with Hermetica. That's right. What are you doing leaving your Bitcoin just sitting there getting 0% when you can get 1,000,000% on Hermetica? Not really, but it's pretty. Apparently, I've heard things, not financial advice, but Hermetica, if you have Bitcoin level, you go ahead.
I was just doing the horn for you.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Hermetica, that's right, Hermetica. Do you want to turn your Bitcoin into more Bitcoin? That's right, Hermetica. Turn your Bitcoin into more Bitcoin. Terms and conditions apply.
Okay, I have to go. Thanks everyone like for this game. I have the space soon. If everyone wanna participate with Stacksy, come. We'll have some fun. There will be 6 games more. It will be Pirate Story. We will travel in Austria.
Austria, all right.
All right. Well, all right. So I found him on Twitch. I found the user. I'm going to follow up with him. Worst case scenario, if we can't coordinate and get in touch with him, we'll sort it out. But I did give him every opportunity to to get that squared away.
Yeah, we
So-
can't treat the Twitch people like second-class citizens.
No,
Yeah.
all right. So he just messaged me done. So we'll get it to him, and that will be actually paid directly by Hermetica. So I gotta put it
Awesome.
people, but that was a great first run. I think it went very well. Thank you all for participating. We got some new viewers. We got a lot of viewers on. We brought our old studio, our morning audience over to the Find to Earn audience. So we're merging networks. We got some of the Find to Earn players coming out to watch our morning show. Great stuff going on. Good morning, Zero. Great to hear from you, my brother. So Zenatron signing off right now. Go over to Skullcoin's X account and you can actually play 5 more episodes of Find to Earn with 10 stacks each, I think, on the line. Or you're playing with meme today or what? What is it? 10 stacks per round today, Zenatron?
Yeah, 10 stacks, like 10 stacks always. Yeah.
Right
Okay.
on, right on. So head over to the Skullcoin show on X. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Reese, Stacksy, everyone for participating. GPSC, I love you, brother. Thank you for letting us share your screen and watch you play while we were all bantering about. We are. Any last words from anybody else? Mike, you got anything else for us?
Together alone, that's right, together alone. Have you ever wanted to hang out with other people but just hated being around other people? Well, that's why we created Together Alone, so the next time someone asks you to hang out, say, sure, let's get together, but this time, let's get together separately. Together alone. Let's get together alone.
Right on. GP, what do you got for us? What do you got going on today? Anything?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be showing up in the Skullcoin spaces, kicking it with Zenatron and the Skullcoin crew, playing some Find or Earn live. And I'm working on putting the final details on the OG XRP collection that I've been working on for a couple months. If you're building in this space, and see hi, keep loving the room, and just keep chipping away, guys.
Right on, right on. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am PeaceLoveMusic. We are DeOrganized Media coming at you live on BitcoinLive Decentralized Broadcasting. Remember, it's not the end of the world. Prices go down, prices go up. We'll still be here tomorrow. Keep working. That's all you got to do. Peace out.